So Wilda Morant, um, co- brilliant, bold, and kind-hearted are the words that best describe Wilda. She has questioned everything, including me, uh, pushed every boundary, and demanded excellence at every turn. Wilda, your fire, your wit, and your relentless pursuit of greatness have truly made you unforgettable and exactly the kind of PA the world needs. Congratulations, Wilda. From the moment she snapped back at me during our interviews when I asked her where her mask was, I knew, sh- I knew we would have our hands full. Over the last 28 months, she's been fiery, very, very bold, and just the right amount of spoiled. But most importantly, she's been a fighter. And I've known since the first day that I met her that she was going to be an amazing PA, Maya Stevenson. Alice's mother told me to be careful of what I said about him tonight, so um, I tell Alice all the time he is a man of many talents, whether it's day trading mid-lecture or uh, keeping his classmates laughing. He's managed to excel academically through it all. As his advisor and program director, he's certainly kept me on my toes. But that infectious smile of his has a way of softening every situation, except when he put the hole in the wall. Um, Alice, Alice is destined to do great things, and I truly cannot wait to see the impact he'll have on this profession. Alice Robinson.
All righty. I'm gonna talk fast. I'm gonna talk fast. All right. I had the opportunity to meet this student almost 10 years ago when she was an undergraduate student as she participated in a summer program in Birmingham, Alabama. As part of the program, I talked to the pre-health professional students about the PA profession. Fast forward 5 years, our paths crossed yet again as she was embarking on her PA journey. Then, 2.5 years later, and to my surprise and excitement, we connected again as she was an applicant to this inaugural class. While her path has had just a few detours, her persistence and dedication to her pawpaw, one of the first black PAs in the state of Mississippi, is a testament of her courage and her tenacity. I guess I should have said Jabria Collins. In her application essay, she stated, quote, "My desire and passion for helping people is what keeps me going. I have always wanted to be in the medical field, and I won't give up on my dream of becoming a PA. As many times as I fall down will be as many times as I get up," end quote. While she did not fall during her journey, there were a few days of cloudy with the chance of meatballs. She leaned into her desire and passion for orthopedics, stopped by my office for candy and a pep talk before exams, and would come back to campus on callback days excited to share what she had seen in clinic. Let your excitement and passion for service and the belief of your abilities supply you the sunshine needed on those cloudy days. Jade Hodge. Quote, "Everything happens at an appointed time," end quote. This statement is the foreshadowing this student had of his own journey. The start of his path into medicine began over 25 years ago, but as life often lifes, there were other experiences, opportunities, and lessons that needed to be completed. However, in the fall of 2022, the appointed time had been reached. During his interview, he spoke with both conviction and compassion, determination and dedication, and successfully matriculated into the program. In some of our conversations, we've talked about timing and, sir, not to rush things, which can be hard to do when you've wanted something for so long. But a summary of Galatians 9 that I ran across stated, "If you continue to work diligently and do good, you will eventually see the positive results of your efforts if you don't give up or lose heart." Emeka Nandi Jr. I initially heard about this student as she was connected to a friend of mine who I met in graduate school 20 years ago. My girl is an OB-GYN who completed her residency here at Meharry and knew I had moved to Nashville to help with the development of this PA program. She connected us, and Jade and I had a Zoom call, and I was impressed. She came across as knowledgeable, confident, creative, self-aware, and had a clear understanding of the PA profession. And that was refreshing based on other conversations I had with students. She came to the interview prepared and has remained that way during this entire 28 months. She is one of the most insightful students that I've had the pleasure and opportunity to teach. While I will miss our random conversations in my office, I know that she will continue to set the world on fire and shift the trajectory of this great profession. Jay Norman. Quote, "While it has not been a simple path by any means, it is my own path," end quote. Poignant words spoken by an English major and writer who had an experience in the emergency room with his grandmother that planted the seed for the PA profession more than 10 years ago. I would describe Tyler as one of the anchors of the class. He sits in the front, absorbing information shared, listening intently, contributing thoughtful perspectives, and asking provoking questions. I would often look at his face while lecturing on whatever I was pontificating on that day, just to make sure I was making some sense. With his compassion for his classmates, willingness to assist in any capacity, and his quest to apply knowledge, I know that his future patients will have a clinician who will partner with them and advocate for the very best health outcomes possible. Tyler Sharuma. Got two more. When a close family member's health began to decline, this student was by their side, attending many appointments with a variety of specialists. Noticing how their family's concerns were not heard and acknowledged, she knew that patients deserved better. It was during one of those many appointments that her family was cared for by a physician assistant who treated them with compassion, listened to concerns, and created an effective treatment plan based on their unique needs. She has been a quiet but steady presence over the last 28 months. I've had to make her stop by my office for advisory appointments, just to make sure she really don't need anything, because she likes flying under the radar. However, with her, quote, desire to educate patients about their health, acknowledge social determinants of health to create affordable and quality treatment plans, and develop meaningful long-term relationships with patients, end quote, she will no longer be able to sneak under the radar, but rather she will soar as she contributes to the profession through her impact. Jillian Taylor. In her application, she stated, quote, my mom always said, the more people are loved, the better. I never forgot that throughout my life. My parents taught me that when someone cares about people and then they are emotion in action, that it is a perfect example of God's love for us all. This foundation, cultivated and nurtured by my parents, were the stepping stones that have led me to where I am today, end quote. This student's personality, Lord Jesus, will make you shake your head and chuckle, because she just don't walk in a room. This child arrives. Whether it's coming into my office to grab candy, catch me up on what's going in life, or doing a quick sha-na-na or quick Baptist or Kojic shout, because she conquered material on an exam, Stephanie is not one to miss. To see her confidence grow tremendously from the time of her interview to now has been a joy to watch. Stephanie Williams.
Good evening. I always hate following Professor C because I don't have as many words as she has. But I do have a few. So I'm gonna have a few words just to describe these students. And the first one is undeterred determination. Despite encouraging significant hurdles along her journey, she remained resolute, Rather than backing down in the face of adversity, she dug in, demonstrating determination, resilience, and a fierce commitment to her own success. Through her timeless effort, self-advocacy, and unwavering focus, she overcame her challenges and grew from them and became a stronger person. And that same grit and perseverance is why we're here today. So that's Desiree De La Tour. So I was asked by this person not to embarrass her in front of her parents. And so I would do that. I would not embarrass her in front of her parents. But she is an individual. So two words for this student is focused, resolved. She maintains a quiet and reserved presence, at least in my office. She approaches every assignment with an exceptional care and attention to detail and unwavering focus. Her diligence and discipline consistently reflects her deep commitment to excellence, and over time, without seeking attention or recognition, she quietly and distinguished herself as one of the top performers in the class and became one of the favorites of all the instructors alike. Ms. Brittany Lamore. Reserved determination. She encountered numerous challenges along her path that tested her endurance, and others questioned her purpose. But rather than becoming deterred, she approached each obstacle and appeared to strengthen her determination in adversity and catalyst to growth, sharpening her focus and determining for commitment and her goals to become a PA. And she will be an excellent provider one day. Two words for this student is humble excellence. Their quiet confidence, her evident in her quality of work, her interactions with others, never being boastful, grounded and always prepared, thoughtful, observant, always committed to the task ahead, engaging with others with humility, insight, and never seeking the attention. Her presence and emphasis in learning and environment, and steady effort reflecting thinking and authentic commitment to excellence. Sharita McLean. Last but not least, this person actually didn't want me to be his advisor when we first started the PA program. Yeah, I'm not gonna let you forget that. But what I will say about Maurice is that he approaches life like a former athlete. You're over 25 now, so you're a former athlete. He has a chip on his shoulder like a person that was passed over for something that he really worked hard for and deserved. But I will say that you don't need to have a chip on your shoulder because you have earned and you deserve everything that you have and everything that you will get. Psych. So let me tell you why I forgot about Hasty. Because she has a quiet confidence. You really don't know that she's there, but she's always there, and she always has a confidence in her abilities when approaching challenges with clarity and composure. She has a strong sense of purpose matched by her excellent work ethic, and she consistently dedicates herself to the task with precision and persistence. Her diligence in pursuing her goals are unwavering, and she routinely exceeds all expectations, and she will be an excellent PA.
If I could describe this next PA student in one word, it would be formidable. Whose strength and will is unwavering voice makes her a force to be reckoned with. She stands tall in every room, advocating fiercely for herself and what she believes in. As a powerful and devoted mother, she is not just raising a son, she is setting a standard, laying down a legacy of excellence, resilience, and self-worth that will shape his future. Ebony leads by example, showing that true success begins with knowing your worth and never settling for less. It is my pleasure to present Ebony Carroll with her long white coat. If I could describe this next student in one word, it would be compassionate. She's a student whose kindness resonates in every space she enters. Her gentle spirit and open heart make her a trusted presence amongst peers, always ready to lend a hand and a listening ear. Brittany's willingness to help others reflect a deep empathy and genuine care that uplift those around her. She leads with kindness, showing her true strength that lies in courage to take care and the generosity to give out, expecting nothing in return. It is my pleasure to present the long white coat to Brittany Hall. If I could describe this next student in one word, it would be poised. This student is the definition of organized professionalism, always prepared, always kind, and always clear in her communication. As her class-elected secretary, she served with confidence and grace, setting the tone of calm leadership. It is my pleasure to present Mallory Pitchford with her long white coat. If I could describe this next student in one word, it would be uplifting. This student brought humor and heart and energy to every room that he entered. As his cohort's elected social chair, he kept spirits high and reminded us all to find balance and joy along the way. His lighthearted nature, combined with a genuine commitment to his peers, made a lasting impact. It is an honor to present Giovanni Stewart with his long white coat. If I could describe this next student in one word, it would be welcoming. This student has never met a stranger. She brings warmth, positivity, and connection wherever she goes. As her cohort's treasurer, she served with reliability and heart, and during her rotations, her preceptors consistently praised her for her clinical skills and genuine presence. They were always sad to see her go, and we know that her future patients will feel the same. It is my pleasure to present Autumn Wheeler with her long coat. If I could describe this last student in one word, it would be steadfast. This student approaches every clinical rotation with an open mind and a positive attitude, making the most of each opportunity no matter the setting. As his cohort's vice president, he led with consistency and warmth and always with a smile. Whether it is stepping up in a clinical setting or rescuing me from yet another smartboard mishap, Elijah never skipped a beat. It is a true joy to present him with his long white coat. I would now like to introduce Professor Rachel Luciano, who will be presenting student awards.
Good evening. We're going to start with Pi Alpha. So Pi Alpha is the National PA Honor Society organized to promote and recognize PA students and graduates. Membership signifies the inductees' significant academic achievements and honors them for their leadership, research, and community professional service. The inductees are encouraged to maintain high character and conduct as part of membership in the Honor Society. This year's student inductees are Elijah Jones, Sharitha McLean, and Jade Norman. This year's faculty inductees are Michelle Drumgold, and Dr. Alicia Elam, who cannot be with us today. Next up, we have the Clinical Excellence Award. This year's awardee came into the program with a strong interest in orthopedics, but remained open throughout the clinical phase of the program, just in case another area of medicine caught their eye. Due to the students' willingness to learn as much as possible and their active engagement, they received praise from preceptors on each of their rotations. While participating in and viewing an orthopedic case solidified the desire to serve as an ortho PA, Jade Hodge exemplified excellence throughout the clinical year. Next up is the Trailblazer Award. This year's awardee has set the standard of what service looks like. Before enrolling in the program, this student had already founded and participated in a program to empower and uplift girls through the Madam Dreamers Academy and Girls of Excellence. While here at Meharry, she organized and convinced her classmates to complete 2 very successful service initiatives that impacted the local Nashville community and pre-PA students across the country. She was the 2024 APA Student of the Year and selected as a PA Education Association Future Educator Fellow. Jade Norman is this year's award winner, and we look forward to seeing the trail she will blaze in our profession. Next up, we'll have Michelle Drumgold to present the Director's Award.
The Director's Award is presented to a PA student who has demonstrated significant personal and professional growth over the course of the program. This honor is reserved for someone who has faced challenges with courage, met setbacks with determination, and continued forward with grace and grit. It recognizes not just achievement, but transformation, the kind that comes from deep resilience, quiet perseverance, and an unwavering commitment to becoming the best version of oneself. Over the past 28 months, this year's inaugural recipient has embodied that journey. With each step, she has grown not only in knowledge and clinical skill, but in confidence, compassion, and purpose. Her path has not always been easy, but she never stopped moving forward. Her time here at Meharry is a reminder to us all that growth is not measured by perfection, but by persistence, and that progress is not always linear, but with faith, effort, and heart, it is always possible. It is with great pride and admiration that I present the first ever Director's Award to Maya Stevenson. A student whose strength, spirit, and growth have left a lasting mark on this program. Congratulations to Maya. To say that I am proud would be an understatement.
Next up, we have the Preceptor of the Year Award, and we're going to have Dejan Lyons deliver that to the person. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. It is an absolute honor to stand before you today to present one of the most meaningful recognitions we can give in medical education, the Preceptor of the Year Award. This award is given to a clinical preceptor who demonstrates exceptional commitment to teaching, compassionate mentorship, and unwavering dedication to shaping the next generation of medical providers. This recipient is someone who not only imparts knowledge, but models integrity, patience, cultural humility, and professionalism. Someone who leaves a lasting imprint not just on our clinical skills, but on the kind of providers we aspire to be. This year's recipient exemplifies all of that and more. It is my great pleasure to introduce and honor Dr. Damaris Olagundoye. I'm not done yet.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Dr. Olagundoye is not only an outstanding OBGYN physician, but also a proud alumna of Meharry Medical College, where she began her journey on service, excellence, and advocacy for underserved communities. She carries Meharry's mission in everything she does, whether it's delivering care, mentoring students, or guiding with calm and confidence, even through the most demanding clinical moments. We also share the distinct honor of being alumni of Oakwood University, where the values of faith, service, and academic excellence are deeply rooted. It's incredibly inspiring to see someone who walked the same halls go on to make such a meaningful impact in medicine while staying grounded in those same shared values. During my time under her guidance, I experienced firsthand what it is to lead with both knowledge and compassion. Dr. Olagundoye went beyond clinical instruction. She made sure I understood the why behind every decision, empowered to trust my judgment, and challenged me to think critically while always fostering a safe, encouraging environment. Dr. Olagundoye, thank you for your kindness, your wisdom, your patience, and modeling what it means to be both exceptional clinician and even better human being. You're welcome. You impacted not just my journey, but that of every student lucky enough to have you. On behalf of the first class of the Meharry Medical College PA Sciences program and all who've had the privilege of learning from you, it is my great joy and immense gratitude that I present you with the Preceptor of the Year Award. Congratulations.
Next up, we have the closing remarks from the PD.
So, in just 2 short days, you will make history as the first ever graduates of the Meharry Medical College Physician Assistant Sciences program. And what a journey it has been. From interviews when Bethany promised us an endless supply of Prince's chicken, which, by the way, we still are waiting on, to seeing you on your very first day of class, to watching you submit your final assignment just a few short weeks ago, I witnessed your transformation. I've seen you grow in confidence, in skill, and in strength. And it's a kind of strength that's earned, not taught. You have shown that strength over the last 28 months. You have survived every OSCE, every EOR, every multiple choice exam, every practical, and every personal and academic obstacle life threw your way. You kept going, even when it felt impossible. And now you are here, the first, the standard. You didn't just go through this program, you helped build it. You shaped the culture. You definitely tested the limits. Wait, let me say that again. You tested the limits, and you pushed this program to be better. Because of each of you, this program is stronger. And because of you, I am a better leader, program director, and most importantly, a better person. And for that, I sincerely thank all of you. Today, I am proud to call you all my colleagues, and I am deeply honored to say I knew you win. Congratulations, class of 2025. I am very proud of each and every one of you. Not too much. I want to take a second to give you all the purpose of our processional and recessional. The processional you witnessed and the recessional you are about to witness are symbolic moments that reflect the shared journey of learning, mentorship, and transformation within the Physician Assistant Sciences program. At the start of the ceremony, faculty members lined the aisle as the students processed in, honoring the role of the faculty who have guided, mentored, and ushered each student into this profession. This gesture reflects the foundation of knowledge and support upon which the students have built their professional identities. At the close, the students will form an aisle for the faculty to recess, honoring the educators who have devoted themselves to their development. This act symbolizes the students' gratitude and respect, acknowledgement that their success is a direct result of the faculty's dedication, expertise, and unwavering commitment. Together, these traditions mark a powerful exchange, from mentorship to mastery, from guidance to gratitude, and from students to colleagues. So thank you to the faculty who have guided these guys over the last 28 months. So guys, tell them thank you.
Thank you for that amazing speech, Goat. Moving forward, we actually have a moment of special recognition. We're deviating a little bit from the path, but stay with us, please. Jade.
So PD beat me to the punch, but we would be remiss if we left Meharry without holding space to give our faculty and our staff their rightfully deserved flowers. We would like to take a moment to recognize our faculty and staff members and to give them a small token of our appreciation. But before we do that, I would ask my class to please stand and let's give them a round of applause. First, to our program staff, our amazing administrative assistant, Ms. Tynesha, who always greets us with a smile, Ms. Sante, who has coined us as her OGs, and our awesome clinical coordinator, Devin, who has worked so hard to coordinate rotations fit for us and our aspirations. Thank you all for your diligence and commitment to our success. To Dr. Humphreys Johnson, we are so glad that you have chosen our program to return to as Meharry alum. Thank you for jumping right in and not going too hard on us during our final skills checkoff as little Timmy's mom. And we are so sorry again that we had to call CPS. Thank you, Dr. Humphreys Johnson. To Dr. Elam, in her absence, our pharmacology professor, thank you for pushing us, challenging us, and truly stepping in to ensure we mastered pharm. We won't miss your exams, but we will miss your genuine care and passion. To Professor Luciano, thank you for coming into our lives in a season of transition, from didactic to clinical year. You have been one to push us to our next best level, and we appreciate your dedication to the program. Thank you. To Dr. Wyatt, thank you for being one of our biggest supporters and always pushing us to rest and think smarter, not harder. You've always kept an open ear and a chair for us to unload, and we thank you for that. Thank you. To our clinical director, Professor Fowler, you came into the program with such a kind, confident, and malleable spirit, something that we all strive to embody as PAs. Thank you for working around the clock to ensure that our clinical year was successful. We appreciate you. To Dr. Jackson, our medical director in his absence, thank you for choosing our PA program. We appreciate you being involved, sitting with us to see how we're doing, bringing the free lunches, showing up, and making yourself available to us. Professor Carruthers, there were times when you saw more in us than we could see in ourselves. You've definitely pushed us, challenged us, but all in all, equipped us. We will miss your Reverend Deacon Henry and Missionary Mary stories, but thank you so much for everything and for choosing us. Thank you. PD. We still don't know if PD stands for Professor Drumgold or Program Director, but no matter what, we know that when we call, you always answer. You have worked tirelessly
even before our start of the program, to ensure we had everything we needed. You have advocated for us in spaces where we may have